Hey everybody, what's up? Hey, it's Matt Hoffman. We're here at the show. We just arrived. It's a pretty cool setup we got here. It's at the Lagoon out here in Texas City. Pretty excited. You know, I'm nervous too, but that's gonna be great. You guys out there that supported me and friends, family, thank you so much. I'll keep you updated. I'll do after video and I'll also record the show too. So, all right guys, see ya. Everybody, we're here, we made it. Let's figure out what we gotta do now to get it all set up. So, we'll see you in a bit. Hey everybody, we're here. This is Shalene.
Hi.
I say thank you for setting this up. We're gonna have a good night tonight. I hear a beer calling my name, so we'll see ya.
Now tonight's activities are an amazing comedy show with two fantastic comedians that are gonna come up here and they're gonna make you laugh. They're gonna have a good time. I just have a couple quick suggestions for tonight. Please, we ask you to keep the chatter down to a bare minimum so that everybody around you can enjoy the show. And if you think that you have a great joke that'll go along with their joke, keep it to yourself, all right? That's not the time. You are not on stage, we don't want to hear it, okay? If you want to tell me anything after, that's totally fine. But in the meantime, if you feel like it's about to come out of your mouth, take a sip, okay? It'll help you out. Our first comedian. Very funny man, we're happy to have him here. He is a local firefighter, he is a competitive arm wrestler, and you may have seen him strolling around your local Buc-ee's. Please join me in starting off tonight's comedy show from the one and only Matt Hoffman!
Well, what's up everybody? How are you? I love Buc-ee's, by the way. I didn't tell them that, so that was pretty cool. Man, what a year. What a past couple years. But we'll just jump to this week. I had a pretty good week. I actually got gas for $1.39. I know, right? Unfortunately, it was Taco Bell. Yeah. That was more, I like that. Anyways, I'm excited to be here. My name is Matt Hoffman. I think I had a birthday last month. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, I meant young claps like. But it's on you. If I ask a question, I'm not going to pick on you or whatever. You can raise your hand or do a clap or whatever. That's cool. Anybody have a birthday this weekend or this month? Right there, right there. Anybody else? Woo! Yeah, there we go. Now that's what I'm talking about. I like the energy. I feed off of that, by the way. So birthdays, hey, I just want to say for you guys, for your month, happy birthday. Another year wiser. Maybe not, you know. I know for me, it's not another year wiser for me. So, anyways, on my birthday, I woke up, and I'm 37, by the way. But when I woke up, I was like, wait. How old am I? Like, I had to calculate because I thought I was like 36 for 2 years or 3 years, or maybe I just wanted it to be like that. And so I was like, okay, 84 minus 21, square root minus the 9er equals, okay, I'm 37, right? And I still was in my kitchen like scratching my head, and I'm like, you really don't know? Are you that? And I'm talking to myself. And it's bad to talk to yourself, but I mean, if you answer yourself, is that bad too? I don't know. So immediately I called my mom. Yeah. She was like, what dear? I was like, thanks, it's my birthday, hey. Anyways, I was like, hey mom, just to clarify, I'm 37 today, right? She's like, as far as I know. And I was like, so is there another option? Like, am I another baby? Like, am I another age? So, love you mom. She's like, well, you are 37. My God. God bless you on this day, and Lord help us. She's been telling me that since I was a kid. Yeah, I love you, Mom. But anyways, are you guys married? Yeah. Married? Yeah. It's okay? Hey, clap. All right. Raise your hand. Cool. Awesome. So, do you guys make humans or people? Have y'all met humans yet? Yeah, they're savages. So I made a couple humans. So my 2 daughters. So I get them about every other weekend, divorce life, and it's all good. But my 2 girls are 14 and 4. A big age gap. Yeah, I know, I started over. You know, only live once, right? So my daughters show like love. It hurts. It physically hurts. So when I get them, I'm like, hey baby, and hey little baby girl. And my oldest will come in like trying to give me a hug, and I'm like, oh, and she'll hit me with like a headbutt. And then she'll hit me with a shoulder roll. I'm like, golly, girl, what's wrong with you? And then my little one's like, runs around like all hell broke loose. And she's this high, right? So, and she spanks us. She just goes around, wham! So if I'm facing the wrong way, I'm down for a minute. Yeah, that's my kids. Gotta love them. Speaking of kids, any of your kids just like you? Anybody? Like your kids are just like you? Yeah. You don't like you, do you? My kid, my oldest, is actually the prettier, skinnier, more attitude version of me. But she is just like me, and I really, really don't like me. So I figured out maybe that's why I'm not married, but maybe it's because not taking advice either. So I have some advice for you married. Hey, it's not my advice, I just want to share it with you. So you can take it how it is. Husbands, I heard this before, so I just want to share it. Like, this is not my advice. But, husbands, you have a picture of your wife on your phone? On your lock screen? You better. So just husbands, if you don't, maybe invest in doing that. Get a picture of your wife, a decent picture. And like if you're ever having a hard day, just look at your phone and be like, oh, if I can deal with her, I can deal with anything. Now hang on, ladies, wives, I got you. Don't worry, I got you too. So ladies, wives, do the same thing. Have a picture of your husband on your phone. If you're out there in the world, and I know a bunch of you ladies can't stand idiots. Well, most people can't stand idiots. You're just like, God dang it, I hate that idiot. Oh. Well, just look at your phone of your husband and be like, oh, dang, I got the biggest idiot at home. It's okay, guys. You have to laugh at that one. So anyhow, I don't give a good advice, obviously, here. I mean, if I give you advice, I'll probably end up drunk at a bar somewhere. And like I had a buddy come to me, he was like, hey, I want to try acting. And I was like, well, I think you have a perfect face for radio. He didn't get it, so maybe y'all didn't either, but it was pretty funny to me. So, now this is my personal experience. I don't understand women, and I don't understand a lot of men either. I barely understand myself. But this is coming from experience, from my own experiences in relationships. I think women are very hard to understand. It's like understanding what color the letter 7 smells like. I'm still trying to get that. I even told my daughter, I was like, hey, what's red but smells like blue paint? She said, I have no idea. Red paint. Dad joke 101. Yes, I know. So, my name is Matthew Kyle Hoffman. That's my full name. My middle name is Kyle. It's not named after somebody or a grandparent or somebody in the family. No, it's off of Texas A&M football, Kyle Field. So, with the way I talk, my name does not fit this description. So, when I get here, I go now. So my parents are actually German, Irish, mixer, European. They're white. I was adopted when I was born, and I'm brown. So pretty much all my life was like, hey man, what are you? You don't talk Hispanic, what are you doing? I wore like polos all the time. I don't know, what people would say, hey, you wear white stuff when I was growing up, even as a kid. I think I had that alligator polo shirt. I don't even know what that's called. Y'all know. This is my people right here. So,
We all had one of those at some point.
I know, right? I appreciate it. So, but anyways, I also, like I said, I was born, and I was adopted when I was born. So, and my parents flew a lot. So I was like a kid, I was a baby, taller. I mean, old enough to fly and old enough not to be able to speak. Maybe they tied my hands and taped my mouth, I don't know. But I heard the story from my mom. She was like, hey, when we flew, we had to carry your birth certificate. I was like, what do you mean by your birth certificate? She's like, well, we had to carry your birth certificate to prove that we're your parents. I was like, so, you literally had to carry my birth certificate just to prove that you're not some crazy white people going around stealing Mexican babies. And she was like, yeah, this is part of you. I was like, oh, great. So I had a package slip taped to my head like some UPS package. What can Brown do for you? You, Mom. Oh, Mom. So when I was born, she came up to visit, and she was so excited, so happy, just like a mom would on a baby. And I mean, I look like a burrito from my baby pictures, a little alien burrito. But she was so happy. She was like, oh my God, there's my brown little beater baby. She's like, okay, he's so adorable. Then she went into mom mode. She was like, I got cooking to do, cleaning to do, chores. Okay, honey, grab the burrito, let's go. And don't forget the chips and salsa. And don't tip the nurse, she was mean. And he's like, we're not at a restaurant, bro. And my theory of what I tell my mom all the time is, so how would you go about adopting me? She's like, well, one night, we wanted something to do. I was like, okay, so what do you want to do? She's like, well, I want Mexican to go. And here we are. But anyways, I was getting older, like a toddler, I could kind of speak and somewhat not. But I would have Hispanics come to me a lot. And they would speak like Spanish to me, not to my parents, and they would be like, hey, I don't know what they're saying, but I would think, be like, hey, are you being kidnapped? Blink twice, if you are. And I had no idea what they were saying. So I said, I don't speak spinach. And I was like, Mom, it's Spanish. She's like, yeah, but you don't know nothing about Mexican or Hispanic. You said spinach, because you can't speak nothing. I was like, okay, you got me, I guess. So we went to middle school, we were going to high school, and as people got to know me, my talking, the way I act, the way I wear apparently, the way I say things, and then of course not knowing any Spanish, they would be like, hey man, are you Mexican? Are you even Mexican? I was like, yeah, I mean, I think so, yeah. I just wake up like this. And then even like my best friends, I grew up with them, since we were kids. And they're like, oh my God, you're like, you are Mexican. I was like, orale. And I'm like, what'd you say? Like, you're my white friend saying orale or something. So, and then as people got to know me, every year, met somebody new, talking to people, because I talked a lot too. And they're like, hey man, I don't mean to be rude, maybe, but you're like the brown Twinkie. Like, you're a coconut. Like, you're all hairy and brown on the outside and white on the inside. It's like, damn. It's like, yeah, you're confused. I was like, oh shit. Damn. I was like, yeah, I'm confused, I knew that, but brown Twinkie? Coconut? Seriously? Like, yeah. So, and as I'm telling you all my situation of being adopted by my parents, so we would have new people in the neighborhood, neighbors come over or whatever, get to know you. So they're all talking to my mom or whatever, and they started looking around all suspicious and like curious like, and we're your typical family, I guess suburban family, I don't know. We had your pictures everywhere. You had your grandparents, your cousins, your moms, your brothers, sisters, your second cousins, and whoever they're dating at that year. And then in the middle was like our entire family photo, all of us together. And there's me, that old brown one in the middle. So then I could tell they were looking, because they just stopped and stared, all confused, like what the? What's going on here? So they stopped my mom talking. They're like, hey, why is the pool boy in this picture? Hey, and I'm right here, I'm right there. It's not like I'm outside somewhere, like they don't know me. I said, hey, when he walked in here, but they didn't know, and I was kind of like, seriously? But at that exact moment, that exact time, my dad comes in the door, not knowing the conversation, not knowing what just happened, and he goes, hey, Matt, hey, it's time to clean the pool. I was like, well, we had a pool, yeah, privilege. So anyways, he called me out there, and I was like, impeccable timing, are you serious? I was like, okay, well, I guess pool boy's off to clean the pool. Thank you very much. So in high school, I failed one class, one semester. Second semester. Y'all guess what that was? Yes. Spanish 1. Second semester.
Hey, I did too, bro.
Oh, hell yeah! So I'm talking about, I thought it was just me. So, like I just said, second semester, Spanish 1, I failed. Their report card. Good thing I didn't fail the whole thing. So, and basically everyone was like, how do you fail the report card? I was like, it's basically, hola, donde está el baño? Talking about the weather in some other South Central countries. Yeah, but I was that guy. So we had parent night or whatever, where parents meet teachers, and I think it was like, yeah, parent night. Anyways, so my parents come with me. I'm like showboating in the hallways, think I'm all, you know, Tommy Good or whatever. So my parents go into the room before me, and then I come strolling in like, what's up? How you doing, teach? Mrs. Solis, by the way. So she corrected me. And she's like, hey, where are your parents? Are they coming? I was like, yeah, they're right there. She was like, oh, so you really don't know Spanish? I was like, no. I don't even know the heritage. That's why I'm in the class. So, but it doesn't stop in high school. So I go into college. And I'm like, you know what? I thought all this, me being Mexican and, you know, acting white, it was all put behind me. So, and I really, really wanted to learn Spanish. Besides working at the restaurants and learning all the bad languages or bad words in Spanish. I know them all, but I ain't gonna say them. Maybe not right now. So. Not gonna say it. No. So anyways, so I want to meet with my professor. I was like, hey, maestro or professor, senor, before I sign up for my classes, I really, really want to get into class so it's easy for me to understand, to go to class, to learn on a basic level, low-level Spanish class. He's like, oh, I can't even do an accent right. So he's like, okay, tell you what we're gonna do. He's like, what do you have? I was like, nothing. I don't know Spanish. I don't know anything. My parents are white. He's like, oh, okay. Tell you what, you're a Mexican. We're gonna put you in Spanish for heritage speakers. I was like, no, I'm a Mexican. No, I am not going to a heritage speaker class. So I go to class for Spanish for heritage speakers. First day, teacher comes in, professor comes in speaking Spanish. I don't know what he's saying. Kids are like, okay, or something like that. And so I said, okay, he says bring out their book, some Libra. So I bring out my book, right? I'm like, okay, I can wing it. They open their book, I open my book. They turn the page, I turn the page. I have no idea what page I'm on. And then they actually, you know, are listening to him and he's saying more words and communicating with them in Spanish. And then they start standing up, sit down, standing up, sit down. I'm like, well, what the heck is going on? I thought we were in church for a second. You know, the Catholics. I'm Catholic, I know. So, at that point, I realized about midway through, I was like, no, I'm done. I cannot do this. No, Mexican in full prime right now. Cannot do it. So I raised my hand, and I only said the only thing that I could remember from high school. I said, gracias, ¿dónde está el baño? And then I walked out. Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. So tonight, I got to be up here, very excited. I got to perform for y'all. I know nobody knows my name. I barely even know my name or who I am either. So it's okay. We're all like. But being up here, I got to open for the headliner tonight. She's very funny, but I am very, very nervous. I mean, I can feel it. I'm sweaty, I'm shaky, I'm pretty sure you can see it. It's kind of like the first time I was with a girl. Yeah, she laughed too. It's a true story. But thank you all very much. I'm Matt Hoffman.
One more time, let's hear it, everybody, for Matt Hoffman.
All right, I think I'm good with this. It's going to be exciting. I'm nervous, but it's going to be fun. So I hope this. Not sure if it's going to make it on like some reel or some editing, but just thanks again for all the supporters, man. Thanks again for my friends, family that helped out. You know, and Jonathan Tyler, appreciate letting me use this camera. So, anyhow, all right, cracking out. I know.